I'm an old man now. My contributions are minimal, but I do believe that I was the person who popularized the idea of using the law as a weapon in the battle for public opinion. Obviously there's a cadre of international lawyers who were completely invested in the law, but they weren't activists. I was the one who read through the record and said, you know what, this is a pretty powerful weapon, because the law says the settlements are illegal. The law says Palestinians have a right to return. The law says Palestinians have the right to self-determination. The law says Palestinians have a right to a state. And there was a broad consensus on all of the points I just made. And I thought, you know what? I was doing a lot of speaking at a certain point in my life. And as I was trying to work through what's the best approach to winning a broad audience, it occurred to me, Professor Chomsky, my mentor, my dearest friend for some 40 years, his approach, if you read his writings, which I read as if under a microscope, he would emphasize in his writings the predominance of support for the Palestinian rights in institutions like the General Assembly. He focused on the political institutions, the General Assembly, this or that statement made by the European Union, an occasional Security Council resolution that wasn't blocked by the United States. There have been occasions where that has happened. And it was an effective weapon. It's where he coined the term the international consensus. His point being, this isn't a pro-Arab position. It's not a pro-Israel position. It transcends them. It's the consensus of the international community. So he coined the term the international consensus. And it was a powerful weapon, but I always had in the back of my mind, well, a lot of these governments, like in the General Assembly, they're so corrupt and they're so venal and so easily bought that you can easily make the argument that these states don't really represent the people in those states. They're just, corrupt elites. So I wasn't entirely satisfied with his approach. And then I, through intensive study, saw that the legal angle could be more compelling. What does Human Rights Watch say? What does Amnesty International say? What does the International Court of Justice say? To use that route to trying to reach a broad audience.